If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
And welcome to the Hampton Roadshow on this Monday morning. Today, our friends from OneLife Fitness, they're back with some tips on how to stay on track with your fitness goals, especially when the holiday hustle cranks into high gear.
And speaking of the holiday hustle, with less than a week until Christmas, it's easy to let a little household drama get you off track. Tammy Lindquist from Tidewater Parent is here with some practical tips on how to keep your holidays smooth and drama-free.
And on this week's Tracys Tries It, our fearless face of Fox sees if he has what it takes to wrap those gifts on the tight deadline when he drops in at the gift wrapping booth at Patrick Henry Mall.
All right, and our executive producer and film critic, Stephanie Cook, will join us in the studio with her review of the new Sherlock Holmes film starring Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. The first one was really, really popular, like a kind of a surprise hit. So I'm anxious.
I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna have to
the
check
first
it
one.
out. Yeah, and see what she says too.
Yeah,
you know, her review on it. But guess what? Christmas is just 6 days away.
Guess what?
6 days. It's almost here.
All right.
And it's a Monday morning, and of course we have to thank our buddies at Busch Gardens for what they've done for us, because they've made this whole move to Christmas so much nicer. Just look around and we're like Christmas town.
I know, and it's a nice way to start a Monday.
Yeah,
you know, that's for sure. With lots
cold
of
Monday
cheer.
at that. Had to scrape the frost off of my windshield. I'm gonna talk to Jeremy about that.
Oh, wait until Jeremy comes in here and tells you what's going to happen. So at some point this week, we may see 70 again.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
just more evidence of just that crazy weather we have in here.
We're just wondering, will this be the year of a white Christmas?
I don't know. Last year, when did we? The snow started on Christmas
Day.
night, right? Well, right, like Christmas Day that evening, and then the next day we were pummeled. So I don't know. He does have a little rain in the forecast for Saturday night, but the overnight low is sitting at 40. I know all this because I've already sat with Jeremy for 2.5 hours on our morning show on WAVY TV 10. One of the stories that we had during that show too was about Paramount Builders. They had their holiday party this weekend, and the owner of the company that's based in Virginia Beach surprised his employees by announcing that he was going to give $1 million back to them for their bonuses.
Moly.
Now that room is packed, but still, $1 million bucks.
That's awesome.
Will go a long way for all of those folks. And one of our photojournalists, Kenny, was able to talk to a lot of the employees who were there, and they said it was just unbelievable. You're the best boss ever. Wow. So that kind of brings up the whole holiday bonus thing. You know, in years past, it would be like a certain percentage of your salary. The recession has kind of crushed a lot of that giving back type of things. We still get a little something here.
We do get a little something here. That was nice.
Thank you. Here, you know, a nice gesture, but we want to know, like, what's the best bonus you ever got, or does your company even do that kind of thing anymore? And what do you think about that move? By the owner of Paramount Builders, who said, you know, at one point he wanted to earn $1 million, and then, you know, he became the kind of person who wants to, you know, to say I've achieved something when I could give back $1 million. So
giving back $1 million to your employees is an amazing gesture, and this time of year it's all about the gesture and what you can do to for your employees. And not everybody can give that bonus because of the sign of the times. Sure. But some little bonus is better than no bonus.
Well, I mean, he didn't have to. I mean, he didn't have to. He probably could have given them, you know, little something.
Almost a random act of kindness, which leads us to our next hot topic, kind of, you know, in going toe-to-toe with what you were talking about, but just kind of paying it forward, and especially around the holiday season, you kind of hear the stories around all over the country about people just doing random acts of kindness. Like in Grand Rapids, Michigan, there's a woman who, in memory of her husband, she went to a local Kmart there and decided to pay off strangers' layaways. She put $500 toward 3 accounts and wanted to pay that off. And also in Kansas City, which is where I came here from my last TV station, there was a Secret Santa that for 27 years, he was a veteran, he would give out $100 bills to people just outside of like Salvation Army or thrift stores, and so he's had somebody take it over, and even city officials have, you know, gotten hold of it, and they were also giving just $100 bills just to random people. But something as simple as, you know, helping someone like put their groceries in the car, or if you're in a drive-through line, I know I did, I paid for the person behind me their coffee because they had let me in. And so you just drive away kind of knowing, like, you know, I wonder what they're going to think when they find out, oh, that car in front of you already did that for you. Yeah. You hope that gesture just goes forward and forward, and, you know, just random acts of kindness. It's nice to see this holiday season. And we were just showing you some footage of the Red Kettle campaign for the Salvation Army, which has been a big benefactor of random acts of kindness with the rare gold coins donated by, there you see, you know, a private donor, and also diamond rings
diamond wedding rings have been donated in there from anonymous people, which is kind of neat that it would be done like that, especially the gold coin. You don't know who's giving it. So what are you doing for a random act of kindness? I always try to help out my neighbors whenever I can. So that's one little thing you can do. That's the smallest scale of it. The other is a rare, valuable coin.
Or just get $1 million.
So let us know if you try to do those random acts of kindness, or the best thing that was ever done for you, whether you knew who did it or maybe you never found out who did that cool thing.
All right, one more hot topic for you this morning. We're talking football. Let's talk football, but we're also talking Tim Tebow. Tebow time has taken the NFL by storm. What do you think about this guy? I mean, he won 6 straight games. He started the season as a third-string quarterback. Fans in Denver demanded that he play. Experts say he has a terrible throwing motion. He's just not an NFL quarterback. However, he's proven the experts wrong. Yesterday, he lost for the first time in 6 games to the New England Patriots, Carrie. But Tim Tebow, he's a polarizing figure because he's very religious. He wears it on his sleeve. He lets everyone know about it, but they say he's just a winner. And he is. He's a Heisman Trophy winner from Florida. He won the national championship a couple of times for the Gators. Great-looking guy, wholesome guy. He's the kind of guy you'd want to bring home to mom. The question is, what do you think of Tim Tebow?
I mean, I don't follow sports huge, but Tim Tebow has definitely been in the news, and so I have, did some research to find out on him. He's kind of like the underdog, and I'm a Tebow fan. I'm a Tim Tebow fan. I mean, I knew when he was like drafted and didn't pay that much attention, but just how he's just so humble about the game, and it's like the whole team rallies around him, and maybe that goes to say something about their wins when they've just come back from like a game that nobody thought they were going to win. Well,
they say there's no real role models in sports nowadays, but there's one. Tim Tebow is a role model. You want your kids to say, hey, look, that guy's doing it right.
Did anyone happen to see Saturday Night Live this weekend? Because I rarely stay up for that whole show, but this Saturday night I did, and they actually did a skit. Jimmy Fallon was back hosting.
I heard about
and
that.
They did a skit
the one with Tebow?
where Jason Sudeikis dressed as Jesus and visited the Broncos locker room. It was funny. That's worth another look today if you can get on the computer.
Well, the comebacks have been amazing. The comebacks have been amazing. 4 fourth-quarter comebacks delivered by Tim Tebow.
And even the commentary afterwards, the guys are all just sitting there like they have nothing to say. They don't know what to say. They're like,
divine intervention, maybe? A random act of kindness from God? Who knows?
I don't know, but it was a weird weekend. We'll watch how those playoffs match up.
So a little football talk.
A little bit.
Tim Tebow talk. We like that.
Nothing wrong with a little football talk around here. All right, meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler is going to join us in just a second. In the meantime, if you want to chime in on our hot topics, a couple ways you can do that. You can join our conversation on our Facebook page, or you can follow us on Twitter at @HR_show. So the only thing wilder about this football weekend, Redskins winning and all that, is the weather we're going to see.
Frost on my window.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy weekend. We had the cold temperatures. The Colts won, the Packers lost, and we had highs in the 40s. I mean, it's just a crazy weekend all around.
And in Denver, for that game, it was 65 degrees.
Yeah.
A week before, 65 degrees in Denver, yet it was in the 30s here.
Yeah, it's warmer in Denver than it was here.
Aren't we going to come kind of close to some record warmth this week?
We are going to see some warmth. I heard you talking about that, giving me a little bit of a tease there, giving folks a tease into the weather.
I just want you to know I pay attention in the morning.
Usually that's the case. Let's take a look at it and see what we got. All right, so 56 for a high today. A little bit warmer. Tomorrow, not bad, 54. This time of year, we could expect temps like that. Usually don't expect too many highs near 70, though, but that's what we expect for Wednesday. Highs near 70. It's not even the record. The record's 77. We'll have some showers in there. Thursday, 62. And then notice towards the weekend, Saturday, I had to throw in some showers there, so it will be wet for Christmas Eve, unless the forecast models change again a little bit. But for Christmas Day, the model's at least keeping us dry and partly cloudy and high temperatures in the low 50s. So, we're could tweak that forecast a little bit as we go along the next couple of days, but that's at least a good general idea of what the weather's going to be doing. All right. So here it is. The 4 clues for today's pop quiz. First one coming at you. Another word for cat. A bird of prey. A famous landmark there in North Carolina City. So put those 4 clues together. HamptonRoadshow.com. Submit your answer, and hopefully you can win the fabulous prize we have for today.
Another word for cat.
A bird of prey.
You got to put them all together.
You got to put them all together.
Word play in there.
Mix it up.
Okay, so like you get all the clues, it makes the word.
Or a couple of words for the answer. Yes. Yes.
Jeremy's got a smirk on his face, so he's out to stump us today. It's a Monday morning, and he's trying to get us.
I'm not trying to. Good luck. Good luck to everybody out there.
Today's winner will receive a family 4-pack of passes to Busch Gardens Christmastown, open now through December 31st, except Christmas Day. And judging by your forecast, it doesn't look like it will be a white Christmas.
Oh, looking wet, not white. Sorry, guys. Darn it. Yep.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roadshow with plenty of tape and some sharp scissors. Our Face of Fox Tracy Page tries his hand at high-speed holiday gift wrapping on this week's Tracys Tries It.
And then with parties, baking, and the holiday hustle, it's easy to let your fitness routine go off the rails. Coming up a little later, our friends from OneLife Fitness will share some tips on how to stay fit on a tight schedule.
What up, VA? This is Son Davis. I'm over here at Bob Shank, Afghanistan. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas to all my family and friends.
Look great over there in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen, but I have a feeling my next guest would say, just say no to all those sweets that are over there as the holiday hustle cranks into high gear. It gets pretty tough to stay on track with your fitness goals. You can get knocked back too by maybe getting a little bit sick. Personal trainer extraordinaire Mandy Johnson is back from OneLife Fitness at Chesapeake Square with some personal experience too about, let's start with that since we're both obviously sounding a little froggy today, a little under the weather. Some people feel like, hey, if you feel up to it, you should work out even though you're sick. Other people feel like, well, no, I should be conserving my energy. So how do you make that call?
You got to listen to your body. I myself, if it's just like a little head cold, I will do like a little bit of cardio. It kind of seems to clear me up. Yeah. The sweat seems to help, but you got to listen to your body. Like right now, I would not work out as bad as I feel. So, listen to yourself, listen to your doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it into account.
And you're no slacker. So if you feel like you can skip a day because you're sick, then that's the right
more important
thing
to rest.
Now, some folks are skipping a day because they feel like they're too busy, and then they skip 2 days and 3 days. At what point? And then it's like, man, once you get kind of far away,
it's easy to not come back.
It's easy to not come back at all. What is going on with that? Because I know they say it takes 3 weeks to start like a new habit.
Right.
Is the same true if you start skipping too much? It's amazing how soon.
It's very easy to not go back because you just get into a routine of not going.
Yeah.
And going to the gym, you've got to get ready, you've got to get there, take a shower afterwards. So it is a process, but you're going to feel better while you're there, after you're there. So it's important to just find an hour in your day and just do it.
Yeah. It is, in fairness, I mean, people are working and they're parents and they're busy. And a lot of times, people have that one chunk of free time in their day. And out of season, maybe they're using that chunk for working out.
Right.
But now there's always something calling you. Finish that shopping, do this, do that. So how can we maybe amend our routine so that we're still getting workout in, but you're understanding folks are using that one free chunk in their day block. That one free block for something else.
Well, it's always important to take time out for yourself. So if you are taking time, go to the gym. If it's just going for a walk around the neighborhood. But fitness is gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you feel more energetic, so that you're not run down during the holidays, and that you can actually enjoy the holidays and not feel so stressed. Exercise should be fun. It shouldn't be the part of your day that you're freaking out about.
So what if somebody at home is listening to this and saying, that thinking that they enjoy the benefits of their exercising, but they're not necessarily saying, yeah, it's fun to me. What are they doing wrong? And what can you do to make it
Well,
fun?
they're not making it fun. If you take a class, just the energy in the aerobics room, you can't not like it. We have probably 50 different classes at different times of the day, every day of the week, so that everybody can find something that they like. And trainers can help. They can find out, what do you like to do, and let me figure out how we can make that into a workout routine that you'll actually get results from. So if you don't know where to start, or if you're just in like a lull and you just, going to the treadmill every single day just gets boring after a while. Go see a trainer and they can mix it up for you.
Okay. When you say we've got classes at all day parts, people have seen gyms before, and I don't mean to put you on the spot. People have seen gyms before whose idea of classes all day long is early morning, lunchtime,
and then afternoon
and evening. And it's like not everybody's lunchtime is from 12 to 1. And for those people that we talked about, maybe can't do their normal thing and they're looking to still fit their workout in a different day part. When you say classes all day long, and I haven't looked at Mandy's schedule, so this is not a setup. When you say classes all day long, What are we
Are
talking?
they? Are they?
Are they?
I
Are
made
they
it personally.
really?
Yeah. We start at 6 o'clock in the morning. We do at my gym at Chesapeake Square. We have a little break during the day, but they start right back up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay,
so it helps for teachers or people that get off work early. And then we have classes that start as late as 7:30 at night. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go.
They're all day long. I promise.
I ask the tough questions, Mandy. I do. All right. So there, you're thinking about those people who may not work a 9 to 5,
Right.
who may not have that set lunch break,
Yep.
who are willing to get up super early, or even, you know,
Stay late.
go back out at
Exactly.
at 7:30.
And you know, we thought about it. The kids club doesn't close till 8:30, so we have classes that end right at that time.
Now you're talking.
But the times that we don't have classes, our gym is usually a little bit quieter, so you could get on any piece of equipment that you would want.
Sure, that's a good point
Yep.
too, because I mean we talked about just when the classes are going on, but what are the gym hours open to close?
Monday through Thursday we open at 5 in the morning and close at 11. Friday we open at 5 and close at 10.
Wow.
Saturday 7 to 8 and Sunday 8 to 8. So
Wow.
you can get to the gym at any time during the day, find an hour, and then go shopping.
Yeah, that can't be your excuse.
No
Check that one out, 'cause
excuses.
it's open just about all the time.
Yeah.
This is the time when that little voice starts talking. Just wait until January.
Right.
Start over in January, whether it's about blowing off the workout or blowing off your eating
diet,
plan.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
January's like, what, next week?
Yeah.
So you can start now and get there early.
Right.
I would never wait until January because that's when everybody does. And if you get there now, get the trainer, get into a routine so that when you get there in January, you're not waiting in line for things. You already know what you're going to do.
What if I want to? Sorry, I'm
No,
such
you're
an
fine.
interrupter. What if I want to give? But we're almost out of time. But what if I want to give somebody some training as a gift? Can I do that?
Absolutely. Yep. We've got gift cards exactly for that. So
Last
you can
minute
give the
shoppers.
gift of fitness.
Mandy, you held up well. Good job.
Thank you.
One Life is all across Hampton Roads. In Chesapeake Square, if you want to talk with Mandy, you can reach her at 465-6900 or visit OneLifeFitness.com. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to find the location nearest you. I sure hope you feel better.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to the buzz.
Yes.
You know, Mandy is talking about a routine. How about a routine of random acts of kindness? How about make it a daily thing? He doesn't have to be giving out tons of money or anything like that. It could just be driving down the road and being nice and letting somebody in traffic, or maybe give somebody you know, the parking spot a little bit closer. It's no big deal.
So we just wanted to know, have you been the one to provide the random act of kindness, or has somebody done something for you? Mike B on Facebook says, I try to pay it forward all the time. He says, isn't that the way that it should be? Yes, Mike, that is the way that it should be. Chrissy Ann Lloyd says, our paper guy, he slowed down in our cul-de-sac. She says we don't subscribe, but he leaves us an extra one every once in a while. She's going to have to catch him and tip him and their postal carrier. And Jennifer Pearson Bell says, after several years of being on that receiving end, she says, I paid it forward this year, and she's going to continue to do it year after year, God willing.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be around the holidays, but since we are around the holidays, we're also asking you about bonuses, and we just showed you some footage from Paramount Builders. The owner of Paramount gave $1 million to their employees as a bonus, just like that. $1 million, everybody share. And well, we're asking you about bonuses around the holiday, and how does it work out for you?
Yeah, Sherry Lynn Turner Schaefer, she says, now that is leading by example. She says, are they hiring?
Yeah. Can I work there?
We'll check into that. Deborah.
There's some happy employees right there.
I know. He just gives them a hug. This guy, I think, comes up. He's just overwhelmed. Deborah Butler Richardson says, they can't have but so many people, even 300 people. It's more than I will be getting. So she says, that is awesome. And then a lot of other comments. People are just like, wow, wow, wow. Just
wow,
the fact that the owner came and did that. And he didn't have to do that, you know, and he could have probably easily given them something other, you know, or I don't know if what they got last year, but probably that surprise factor was even
stunning
more
factor
awesome,
is what you call that. And we know that this is a difficult time for many businesses. So there is one business that's flourishing and somebody's giving back. We like that.
And also football, Tim Tebow. You just say the name.
Tim Tebow. It means amazing comebacks. He has been defying the odds with 4 comebacks in the fourth quarter, winning 6 straight, but yesterday coming a little short to New England. And we're just asking you, what do you think about Tim Tebow? He's a polarizing figure that some question whether or not he was worthy of a first-round pick because he has a bad throwing motion, et cetera, et cetera. He started the season as a third-string quarterback, but hey, he's made a lot of people believers, and some people are chiming in.
Yeah, he is definitely doing well. Valerie says, we love Tim Tebow. He's somebody I won't mind my son looking up to as he gets older. It is refreshing to see a young man with such strong convictions and a winning attitude. Debbie Bowman says, Tim Tebow's persona is not an act to be recognized in the media. It is his belief and conviction, and I personally wish that there were more people in the world like him. And finally, Mike B. on Facebook says, it is refreshing to see someone who plays the game for a game and not for a business. And that is so true. You can just tell he genuinely loves the game of football.
You don't have to be a football fan to like what he's done. He's been one of the biggest stories this season in the NFL. Nice guy, doing it right, good looking, a winner, a believer,
just
blah,
a
blah, blah.
stand-up
He's a great guy.
Like you said, you want to.
A lot of people don't like that, but come on.
Yeah, so definitely send us your comments. Keep them coming on Facebook or on Twitter at HR_show.
All right. Well, struggling to find those last few gifts on your nice list, the helpful elves from Tidewater Parent Magazine have some great ideas for us straight ahead.
But first, executive producer Stephanie Cook puts on her film critic hat and joins us on the set with her review of the brand new film, Sherlock Holmes.
And don't forget our pop quiz. You could win a family 4-pack of passes to Busch Gardens Christmas Town. Just log on to HamptonRoadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of your screen.
All right, welcome back. We're going to check into the box office review. This weekend, film critic Stephanie Cook went to see Sherlock Holmes. What did you think, cookie-wise? That comes at the end.
It's really interesting because I didn't love the first one, so I didn't have a lot of high hopes for this one. But even though this film is set in the late 1800s, it's just a modern-day action film in costume. But if you like the first Sherlock Holmes Guy Ritchie film, you're going to love Game of Shadows.
3 men have been following you for the last half mile. Their motives highly unsavory.
Oh, and by the way, they're not pursuing me. They're escorting me, and instead of 3, there seems to be 4.
Steady hands with that, Irene.
Oh, I don't think it's my hands you have to worry about. Now, be careful with the face, boys. We do have a dinner date tonight. Don't fill up on bread.
Be happy. But at this moment, are you as happy as you would be on your honeymoon in Brighton?
So, when the film begins, Holmes has just learned that a date for Watson's wedding has been set. Of course, Holmes, played again by Robert Downey Jr., is sent reeling. Conveniently, around the same time, Holmes also learns of a madman ammunitions owner's plot to send Europe into war. Of course, Watson must stop the wedding plans to help Holmes stop him. The film is written by Michelle and Kieran Mulroney, based on characters, of course, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. But these characters are loosely based and not what we have come to know of Sherlock Holmes. But the dialogue is magnificent at times. I have got to give them that. Guy Ritchie again employs the inner mind workings, albeit visually, of Holmes solving a problem that is really an action-packed sequence about to happen. What is better about this film than the first is the screen time between Downey Jr. and Jude Law. The two actors have an inherent comic timing and chemistry with each other that I love. That was the one major thing I was wanting in this film that was not in the first. They just didn't have enough time in the first one together. This time, I got my wish with Game of Shadows. So,
how many cookies?
I'm giving it 4 cookies. I mean, it's one of those movies that is just so darn entertaining, you can't stop watching it. I will say this one thing that I thought that was very interesting, that there was a lot of jerky camera work, and it kind of hurt my eyes, but it could have just been me. I haven't heard anybody else say it, but that is one thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. But it's a lot of, it's so fast-paced, and those little things where he's solving the problem.
So you think this one was better than the first Sherlock Holmes?
Absolutely think this was better than the first one. Absolutely. Dialogue was great, and then the two of them together on screen solving these awesome, problems are great.
Yeah.
I did want to take some time today to talk about holiday movie must-sees, because I'm not going to see you before it's time for all these great movies that you're going to have so much time to see. The first one that I'm going to tell you, I can't review because I can only review once it's open, but I'm going to tell you first, War Horse. If you have a chance to see any movie in the next 10 days, make it War Horse.
I hear a lot of people talking about that one, that it is really, really good.
I have seen it, and I did love it. And also, The Adventures of Tintin. I saw that this weekend. Amazing.
Really?
I was not prepared for how good it is. I was not. It's an animated movie, and I wasn't expecting it. And it's great for older kids, and I mean, my 7-year-old adored it. Like, he was like, Mom, can we go see it again? So we're going to go again with my husband and my 15-year-old, who I know is going to love it. There's great comic relief. It's good for adults and for the kids. Even older kids are going to love it. Teenagers will love it. It's really kind of fun. Based on comic book series, it's really great. And then if you haven't already seen, there's 2 others I want to mention. If you haven't already seen Hugo, go see that. And if you haven't seen the Muppets, I mean, who doesn't love the Muppets?
Yeah, I know.
I love the Muppets. But Hugo, again, I want to remind you, because I talk about Hugo. Hugo, I don't want you to forget, is not really for little kids. It's really, really a well-done novel of a film by Martin Scorsese. Already gotten some Golden Globe nominations. So the nominations are coming in for Scorsese on that film. So, but gosh, if you can only see one of them.
Which one? If you can only see one out of those 4.
War Horse.
Okay. Hey, I got the chance to go see the screening of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Yes, I didn't see that one, but I did hear. I mean, it's rocking on Rotten Tomatoes. I haven't seen it yet.
All right, Stephanie Cook, thanks so much. Still ahead, our Face the Fox Tracy Page turns into a Christmas elf as he hits the gift wrapping booth at Patrick Henry Mall to see if he has the magic of high-speed gift wrapping. And then from the Kardashians to Conrad Murray, it was a big year of entertainment headlines. We're going to take a look back at some of the craziest scandals, fairy tale weddings, and Hollywood splits in 2011.
Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow. With less than a week until Christmas, it's easy to get off track with the unexpected holiday drama. Here now with some tips on how to keep the holidays merry and bright is Tammy Lindquist, Marketing Manager with Tidewater Parent Magazine. Tammy, first, welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow and happy holidays to you. Holidays and holiday stress, they seem to go hand in hand. Please tell me how we can avoid some of that.
I think the most important thing is to stick to a schedule, just like with anything.
Right.
Working out, shopping, stick to a schedule, stick to a budget, and don't veer from it.
So make a list.
Make a list.
Make a list and stick to the list and try not to do too much.
Try not to do too much. And remember, there are a lot of people that get overlooked during the holidays, like your pets, the elderly, the new mom. Go by and just help her clean the house for a little while and let her go shopping for an hour. It's a good time, too, during the holidays to get together with your girlfriends or your former co-workers or your not your ex-boyfriends, but your friends that are men.
Right.
So, you know, just do something with everybody and get together and do simple things.
You know, we've been talking here this morning about random acts of kindness.
You're right.
And right there's one of them right there. If you know somebody who has a young child that might need a little bit of help, and you can just say, hey, I'll watch them for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So it's as easy as that.
And your grandparents, there are so many leaves at my house, you could build a house out of them.
Right.
And my father lives next door. I'm hoping that my 19-year-old son will do something really wonderful, Joseph, and come over and do all the raking, wash out my dad's trash cans, my trash cans. My daughter is an artist, so I'm hoping she'll make me something really cool. You run out of money, take a picture. You know, last night Ava came over and brought me some cookies, and yum, she gave me this bracelet from her collection.
Very
not
nice,
this bracelet.
very nice.
What have I done with it? It
You
fell
lost
off.
it already, huh?
I lost it already, oh well.
But what you're saying is that if the raking the leaves, the making cookies is part of sticking to that budget.
That's right.
You don't have to spend much, it's just the thought that counts.
That's right. You know, anything like that, unloading the dishwasher, helping the elderly change their bed. Just think about little things that we take for granted and do every day. And, you know, it's hard to do that kind of stuff.
But Tammy, a lot of people have so many things that they have to do. They have to get those Christmas cards out. They have to get all those gifts for so many different people. There's ways of avoiding going out and rushing around, isn't there?
That's right. You know, again, stick to a schedule.
Right.
And if you haven't sent your Christmas cards, consider doing e-cards.
Right.
Use the web. They're still accepting web orders, and you save on gas. You don't have to, you know, really stress yourself out. Anything like that.
And it's important to, when you're thinking of other people, think about yourself.
That's right.
I mean, you've got to take care of yourself, or you're gonna go crazy, man.
You are, especially women. We are overachievers, you know, and we always overlook what we need. Again, bond with your friends. Go get a pedicure. Just stare at the television. Watch Lifetime while you're watching football.
Right. Well, you also had a shout out to Joshua about the leaves, right?
That's right.
Well, I mean, there it is.
There it is.
Joshua,
leaves.
just get the leaves
Joseph.
up.
Joseph.
I'm
leaves,
sorry,
leaves.
Joseph. Joshua, Joseph, I got my...
Joseph. And then, you know, his girlfriend, Kim, they could do the leaves for me.
It's no big deal.
No big deal.
You know, I say that to my kids all the time. Just, you know, take out the dishes.
Chris's kids, do the leaves.
You know, they're listening, but sometimes they just don't pick up on that.
They don't like doing the leaves.
It's really that simple. It's not
so they
that
can
big
wash your car, wax your car.
I do like to clean out the garbage cans. That's really asking a lot, though. That's, you know, we're talking about random acts of kindness. That's random acts of
Or open the
really
door.
good.
You're at the, you know, you're shopping. Just open the door for somebody. Help them with their packages.
Let me ask you, Tammy, are you ready for Christmas? Have you got everything lined up?
Of course I am.
Did you stick to a list?
Sort of.
Sort of.
I stuck to Ava's list.
Right. You know, it's easier said than done.
It is. It is. It's hard to stick to a list. And then I found something that was really good advice for next year. Keep a list. Keep a notebook. And if somebody at say, during, you know, Thanksgiving dinner says, you know, I really would like to have this really cool book that I saw, a Michael Bublé book, or, you know, whatever, write it down. They go to the zoo a lot. Get them a zoo membership.
So
all year long.
You're big into the journal, right?
Yes.
So
I have a journal.
Have a journal. Write it down. Prepare for next year. Take time for yourself and look after your friends. It's good advice.
That's right.
All right, Tammy, for more information, check out Tidewater Parent Magazine. It's the premier parenting publication in Hampton Roads. For more parenting tips and great articles, make sure you pick up your free copy of Tidewater Parent, available throughout Hampton Roads. You can also connect online and find great deals, read local blogs, and interact with other local parents about issues that concern you most by going online at mytidewatermoms.com. And don't forget to sign up for Tidewater Parent's new e-newsletter, Mom's Minute. We'll link our website to yours at HamptonRoadshow.com. Tammy, thanks for the great advice, and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
All right, today it's Monday, which means it is time for another segment of Tracys Tries It.
That's right. And now Christmas is only, what, a few days away now, right? 6 days away. And I have a ton of presents to wrap, so I jetted over to Patrick Henry Mall to get a crash course in gift wrapping. Hey, Hampton Roads, Christmas is right around the corner, which means there are probably a lot of gifts that still need to be wrapped. I'm here at Patrick Henry Mall, and for today's Tracys Tries It, that's exactly what we're going to do. Wrap some presents. So we're going to get started with our first present. Let's check out what it is. What we got here?
You have a bubble gun?
Nice bubble gun. All right, so that's obviously for a kid. I love some kids out there enough to give them a nice bubble gun.
We're going to pick out some paper, which we've already done.
Yes.
So we just need to get the right amount. Chick-fil-A paper. Good choice.
Cool?
Alrighty. So what we need to do is, on this side, we need to pull out enough to come around to about here, and we're going to have to match it on the other side so that we can pull it over. Alright. I'm going to take tape at the top. I'm going to pull it around. And typically, you can fold this over to make it look a little nicer with the line. But with this paper, you're not going to notice too much. So we're just going to leave it like it is. Now see, for instance, we did get a little too much at the end, so we're going to have to cut that off. Cut about half of it off, and we'll be fine. You want to cut about half of that off. So just work your way around and cut that whole side off. You can turn it however you need to do it.
You know, I don't want to brag, but I got a gold star in cutting in first grade. I'll never forget that.
That's awesome.
I did a great job.
Pull it tight. Okay, there we go.
All right, so I did a pretty good job with my first present, but Hunter was helping me out. So now it's my moment of truth to see if I can do it on my own. It's a pretty cutthroat business. You know, they teach you once and put you out there. He said to fold it. I think this is a lot of paper. Maybe I can just roll it. There we go. It's a little uneven on that side. Just roll it again. All right. Okay. Yeah, that works. Oh, this is good. So I'll just fold that in. Build some anticipation, you know, if they can't get it open right away. So I'll just put a couple of pieces of tape up there. Okay. So we're gonna add some ribbon. Let's go with some nice red. The red things, is that the actual holly? Oh, that's the, okay, cool. All right. Go, just throw it off a little bit. I peeled it off the first time. Yeah, this is obviously defective. All right, we're just gonna throw that one back in there. Stick that back in. Boom. All right. There you go. So there you have it, Hampton Roads. I wrapped a couple of presents. I got a lot of great tips, that you guys can use in your process as you're wrapping your presents this holiday season. Make sure that you come right down here to Patrick Henry Mall if you're on this side. As you can see, these guys do a great job. They did this one, which is really, really nice. I'm glad I got this one for free. So until next time, Hampton Roads, I'm Tracey Ann. I tried it.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Look at you, Tracey, gift wrapping presents and all of that.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, I still resorted back to, you know, my old ways. I mean, I don't know if it's something that all guys do. You know, it's not something me and other guys talk about. Hey, how are you at wrapping presents? But I know with me, it's all about, you know, as long as the front looks good, you know, it's fine. You know, who's looking at the back of a present? You know, look at the front where the ribbons are nice.
I look at the back of a present.
You look at the back, huh?
Mm-hmm. That tells you everything you need to know about the gift and how it was wrapped.
Well, luckily I haven't wrapped your gift yet, so that's going in a bag.
Oh, I get it wrapped. Hey, this weekend you were also gift wrapping with the Girl Scouts.
Yes, the Girl Scouts, they were full of energy. They were just, it's the cutest thing because they come up there like, hey, you want me to wrap your presents? And then they wrap them and put little bows on them. So, yeah, they were like this. And they're doing it for their trip to Washington, D.C. So I really asked, hope that everybody goes out to support them and just dig deep for them. And the cookie sales, I found out, are starting, the first weekend in January. I think that was the biggest story for me.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to be that #1 customer. I told them 8 boxes each.
8 boxes each?
Luckily, there weren't many girls there because funds are tight. The gift wrapping booth is located at Patrick Henry Mall. It's sponsored by the Youth Ministry of First Baptist Church in Newport News. The proceeds are used to support the youth's mission trips throughout the year and also to support youth families who are struggling financially. So make sure you guys make it out. The gift wrapping booth is open daily right now through Christmas Eve at 6 p.m.
So they're wrapping right up until the last minute.
There you go. And they do a great job.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Tracey. Still to come on the Hampton Roadshow, from music to movies, television to trials. It was a big year for entertainment headlines. We're going to take a look back at some of Hollywood's biggest newsmakers in just a few moments.
Happy holidays. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Trotter, presently stationed at Manaus Transit Center, 376 ELRS. I'd like to say happy holidays to Sherry Linkus in Williamsburg, Virginia. May Santa Claus bring you all your presents for Christmas. Happy holidays.
It is a Monday, and we're talking buzz.
Here it is.
And I just want to know, how was your weekend,
Monday.
Jerry? How was your weekend?
It was good. It was fantastic.
Good.
Yeah,
Do anything
really
special?
I finally saw Christmas Story, and I finally saw Polar Express.
All right.
Christmas Story was good. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Polar Express was good, too. A little creepy in places.
Tomorrow, Wreck on the Road, we're talking trains.
Yeah.
So trains tomorrow. Wreck on the Road. Trains.
Oh, cool.
Polar Express kind of thing.
Yeah.
A little something different, but we'll talk trains.
I thought overall, you know, the message was good.
Yes.
But it was a little
kind of like Tim Tebow. We wonder if you believe in Tim Tebow. He's a believer for sure. And Cheryl Davis Wilson says people will always have something to talk about, someone who stands behind what they say and do. And when it comes to being a Christian, I don't follow the sport, but glad there is someone there to be the right person. Ashley Patricia Jernigan, and it's nice that Tebow is religious, but I'm a Cowboys fan, 100%. By the way, Tebow is not the only NFL player with faith. He just shoves it in your face so you see it more. And I'm not so sure he shoves it in the face.
Well, I think it's the kind of thing that can make people feel kind of defensive a little bit. You know, it's just kind of one of those things. Marta, trying to get on Santa's naughty list, told us to just shut right up about Tebow. She did. It's
like
right.
That.
She said,
all right, no more Tebow.
He lost to Brady, which I certainly feel you there. Shut up about Tebow.
All right, no more Tebow. We're talking bonuses.
Oh, yeah.
And right down here.
Amanda says it's great the company is doing well and can do that. She's talking about Paramount, who spread $1 million over through its employees for a Christmas bonus. For small businesses who are praying to make it another month and have great employees, I wish we could do anything. The only thing we're able to do is a small Christmas party for them. And that's certainly the majority of companies are really struggling right now.
Do what you can.
Yeah, so if you do get a little bit of a bonus, be grateful for whatever happens, because it ain't happening in a lot of places.
That's true.
All right, this year's headlines out of Tinseltown included hookup scandals, meltdowns, jail time, plenty of drama.
Fox's Adam Housley has a complete rundown of it all. In Hampton.
Attracting worldwide attention is never easy, but these two didn't have to try hard. An estimated 2 billion people tuning in at some point to watch Prince William of Wales turn the beautiful Kate Middleton into Princess Catherine. Hollywood had its fair share of fairy tale weddings too. Actress Reese Witherspoon finding love and Hollywood agent Jim Toth. Joining them, longtime country singer Leanne Rimes and actor Eddie Cibrian. Two of Nashville's biggest stars, Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert. And hopefully the third time is a charm for Sir Paul McCartney, the former Beatle, tying the knot with heiress Nancy Chevelle. But not all stars are enjoying happily ever afters. Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds calling it quits. Jennifer Lopez shocking many after announcing she's moving on from her husband and father of two, Mark Anthony. And after a public cheating scandal, Demi Moore files for divorce from Ashton Kutcher. And it became a little too real for Kardashian followers. Mega reality star Kim Kardashian causing quite the pandemonium, filing for divorce 72 days after marrying NBA forward Chris Humphries. The announcement igniting a slew of rumors about the wedding's legitimacy.
You know, I think a lot of fans are outraged by this split because, you know, a lot of people put a lot of time watching the show. They fell in love with Kim Kardashian. They were so invested, you know, in her journey to find love, and then she gets divorced 72 days after this multi-million-dollar wedding. A lot of people, you know, were upset about this.
And what's Hollywood without some high-profile scandals? Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, Maria Shriver, is saying hasta la vista. This breakup coming after the former California governor drops a bombshell, admitting to fathering a child with the family's longtime housekeeper.
It's insane, isn't it? It's just perfect and beautiful and sucks.
And stealing the headlines for weeks, actor Charlie Sheen's public meltdown. The troubled actor appearing to have drank way too much tiger blood this year, getting fired from hit show 2.5 Men, then going on a public rant against the show's executives. Lindsay Lohan proving this was not the year for her comeback after being charged with jewelry theft. The actress goes from house arrest to the slammer. A judge eventually slapping Lohan with more than 400 hours of community service. More than 2 years after the death of Michael Jackson, the King of Pop's former physician, Conrad Murray, is found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. He's later sentenced to the maximum 4 years in prison. Tinseltown also having its share of goodbyes. Grammy Award-winning singer Amy Winehouse found dead in her London apartment from alcohol poisoning. And the ever-extravagant Elizabeth Taylor leaving us at the age of 79. And a new year delivers Hollywood a bundle of new A-list tots. Actress Natalie Portman bringing home an Oscar and a baby boy. Victoria and David Beckham welcoming their first daughter. Jessica Alba delivers her second girl. Kate Hudson and her fiancé having their first child together. And Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon going big with the birth of their twins.
The winner of American Idol Season 10.
And over on Fox, Idol fans declaring country singer Scotty McCreery as their Season 10 winner.
Scotty McCreery!
While former Idol judge Simon Cowell brings his British hit singing show, The X Factor, to the States.
The King's Speech.
But they weren't the only ones winning big this year. This award season puts royalty back in the spotlight. The King's Speech, the most nominated film of the year, wins Best Picture at the Academy Awards. The star Colin Firth winning for the Best Lead Actor, and Natalie Portman taking home Best Lead Actress for her performance in Black Swan. Country threesome Lady Antebellum winning 5 Grammys, leaving with the most awards of the evening.
Let's finish this the way we started. Together.
And ending the year on top of the box office is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the franchise's final film, setting an all-time record with close to $200 million in ticket sales. 2012 is sure to bring Hollywood a bunch more weddings, babies, scandals, and of course drama. Some of the most anticipated headlines of 2012 include the marriage of Jessica Simpson to fiancé Eric Johnson, and they are expecting their first baby, as well as Jay-Z and Beyonce expecting their own bundle of joy. In Hollywood, Adam Housley, Fox News.
I feel up to date now. Thank you, Hollywood.
Just caught up.
So much fun to follow.
If you miss it, you just got caught up.
Some of that stuff feels like it was a couple of years ago.
I know it. Time flies.
Yeah, it really
The
does.
scandals and the drama.
Well, Charlie Sheen thing felt like years
And Arnold
ago.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
And who? What would it be without the Kardashians?
I
The Kardashians.
Fear factor.
All right, so let's change subject. Let's talk about some more fun stuff. Let's talk about the pop quiz.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, you guys, we're doing too
I
well
don't know
earlier
if this
with
is fun,
one.
Jeremy, if none of us know it.
Well, let's see what we got here. Another word for cat, a bird of prey, a famous landmark there in North Carolina City. So
a big shout out to our friends on the Outer Banks, maybe?
Maybe
the Wright brothers were hanging out there.
Might be right there.
Maybe a cat, also known as a kitty.
It's going there with kitten.
Yep, good job.
Kitty.
Yeah. Just came to me. Just came to me, just like that.
Good job, Rex.
Awesome.
We love our people out on the Outer Banks. Hey, everybody down there.
And to find out the winners, go to thehamptonroadshow.com and get a list of winners and previous winners as well.
See some awesome prizes that we're giving away. Cool. Kitty Hawk.
Good.
Kitty Hawk. That's a good clue. I like that.
All right, we'll be right back.
6 days until Christmas.
Yeah.
Has everybody finished their shopping?
No.
You know, Tammy gave us some great advice. You know, make a list, relax, take some time for yourself, and do something for friends. Tammy Lindquist, Tidewater Parent Magazine. Great advice today.
Yeah. I tend to just wait and then go on a mission, you know.
Slam it all
That's
in
the
there.
story of my life, you know what I
That's
mean?
true,
I wait till the
that's
last minute and then function better under pressure.
Get a list. Gotta get it.
That's
Usually
what I
there's
tell
not a
myself.
lot of people. Yeah, there are. There's usually a lot of people at that last
Oh
second.
yeah, all my people come out. Procrastinator.
I'll be there with you, Procrastinationville.
Procrastinator.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Good to see you again. Get out of my way.
Gotta make sure things aren't picked over though. It's,
Oh, I know.
It's tough, you know. I mean, even just when I was out this last weekend, you know, we was bumper to bumper, and I got in there, and I was still like trying to scrounge to get some things. That, you know, there's only 1 or 2 items left, so I don't mean to scare you.
I think you are trying to scare me.
But maybe you should go out right now.
I'm not afraid of you.
But then we'll all just watch Tracy tries the gift wrapping and wrap
You gotta
presents
get
so
Tracy.
lovely and nice, and that'll be the greatest, like everybody says.
All right. Well, we were glad you were here today. Come back tomorrow.
Till then, log on to thehamptonroadshow.com. Have a great morning.
And our winner, enjoy that 4-pack of tickets to Christmas Town. Have fun.
See you tomorrow.